There's a reason why the star stands as the symbol for the Christmas season. For there are 5 points to a star, and is that not revealing to us a person? There's a reason why there's a mention in Matthew 2 verse 10 that when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy. And there's a reason why it is written that it was the star which they had seen that went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was, telling them exactly where to pause. There's a reason why there were 5 witnesses to the birth of Christ, and there's a reason why Isaiah gave 5 attributes to the name of Christ when he said, "He shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace." There's a reason why there were 5 wounds to the body of Christ when they hung him high and stretched him wide and pierced him on his left hand and right hand and in his left foot and right foot, and the final one at the side. 5 wounds that made up the body of Christ as a living sacrifice. There's a reason why there's a mention of a 5-fold ministry that leads a church into leadership, government, and authority. And there's a reason why if you hold up your right hand, there are 5 fingers as a part of God's creativity. And if you are ever wondering why, and why is there a 5 and a 5 and a 5, it all goes back to that one beautiful star, to that one matchless star, the Star of Bethlehem, giving us a clue that there are 5 points to a star. For 5 is a significant number to God. It's the number of grace. That's why the Star of Bethlehem stood as the most blessed emblem, that when people saw that star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy, for it carried the message of God, representing God's grace, goodness, and mercy and favor to humans. For who can understand when heaven is on a will until and unless God himself decides to tell? And so, as we begin to trace that star that represented God's grace, we begin to understand that it was grace that guided them to the birthplace. It was grace that led them to grace. It was by grace they witnessed grace. It was grace that came down to embrace, to take our place, and it was grace that was pierced for human race. And everyone who got in touch with this grace, everyone who paused to really stand and understand what is this grace, their hearts were set ablaze, and they never stopped singing all their life, "Oh, amazing grace, amazing grace, amazing grace."